So what you've just bared witness. I don't know what the word is.
A board
Was
witness?
yeah. Me and Marcus were talking about as I was just about to press live, go live. A child was having a full blown out loud conversation in
Yeah.
my
And
background.
as I told Manny, all children conversations don't matter unless they really matter, which could be fucking up that kid's whole life. But for the most part, none of these conversations or nothing this kid does in his infancy stages matter unless it's really going to fuck up his life. And maybe Manny jumped into the middle of that. Well, this like I just feel like it couldn't have mattered. Couldn't have mattered. So Manny should go out to his window, shout at that kid, and just say, "Shut the fuck up." It doesn't matter.
So yeah, today's thumbnail. I needed to wash the stink of last week because it was all men, all men. There was
You
no
sexy
thirst trap in
misogynist.
anything.
I don't know which makes you more a misogynist, putting only men as your thumbnail or putting thirst traps up there, man.
No, this is a cleanse. We're not talking about no CM Punk or anything this week. I
Good.
refuse.
I don't want to talk about Chipmunk, CM Punk, or anything that rhymes anything with punk rock or anything. I just want to talk the beautiful world of professional wrestling today. But I bet you, seeping in here out in the middle, we're gonna get some random CM Punk with no CM Punk shot somebody. What? Damn it! Don't want to
Yeah,
hear
so
about
I went with this because new tag team champions, and then they set their sights on Bianca,
it. Yeah.
which makes a nice image. But what also makes a nice image is Kevin Owens kind of promo of a lifetime.
Yeah. You know, he made me decide to get back in ring shape, and I'm going for the WWF title now.
And then, of course, we've got Judgment Day stuff, but you know.
You know, that looks like one image. I don't know how, but that looks like one complete image right there, and I don't know how you did it.
No, because then you
Little
notice
brick
the
up there.
flaw. You notice the flaw above our logo at that point when they don't link up.
Yeah. Please die, Edge, my son. I have to kill him, Ray. I have to kill him. Can't kill my son. He made a bad decision. Kill him. You see what happens, Edge? You see what happens when you try to kill somebody's son?
You stay away from the Mysterio family. There's trouble, Edge. Just stay away from them.
I like reports that Edge is they wrote Edge off due to injury, and I'm like, this is a news story. We're writing that.
He's always injured.
Yeah.
He's always injured. They write him off just so he can have a magnificent return in like, well, I don't know, 2 months or a month.
Yeah, because he has a light ass schedule. We know why he's really going away.
I just realized one of my overlays deleted. So we'll be back. I've got police sirens going in my background now.
Yeah, let the Dominik run wild. That's why Dominik's running wild in the UK right now. Judgment Day is coming over.
We'll be back right after this.
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe. Ow, ow, ow!
Hey! Oh!
Check out the Marcus and Manny show.
I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous.
I got a secret. What? Dominik, I'm really hard right now. Huh? Why, Rhea?
I'm looking at the state of Rhea's hands. That middle finger's been up her ass. Look at it. It's stained.
Oh! Could be. You know, that middle finger isn't kept well. Everything else
it's brown. Really it's been up her bum.
Or she's been eating hot Cheetos.
Nah, I don't believe that. That wouldn't be on the nail. That'd be on the,
so you saying,
on the other side.
Are you saying it's been up her bum, not Dominik's bum?
It could be up Dominik. Look at his face. It could have been up his bum.
Dominik, I'm gonna fuck you again. Oh.
Not again.
You said it'd be my turn. You said it'd be my turn. It'd never be a turn.
But it's
I'm
my
like-
time. Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I am, of course, Lord Manny Hayes. He is
Marcus the Grand Finale. And you know
you went for 2. I didn't know we were doing for 2.
I didn't know. I just did it. It was all instinct. And whatever. I was thinking about our intro right now and seeing Shotzi Blackheart right there, and I feel like the show's gonna go for 20 years, and we're gonna see Shotzi in the same image, and we're gonna remember Shotzi as we remember her in that form. But Shotzi in 20 years from now, maybe old, and we're like, damn.
I've seen what you've done with the ETE intro. I mean, you could change it up if you really wanted to. You could change up the Saturday.
No, I'm not changing. I'm not changing anything. Okay, I am against change, as you know me. I am not very progressive. I like my comfort zone. I am a wrestling fan. Any type of change, it scares me, and I have to lash out online right away. Okay, so I cannot change anything. Otherwise, I will hate it.
We got a comment. Martin says, "How are you feeling about Clash at the Castle? I was a little bit sick in the middle of the show. Was it that live match? I hope you're feeling better. But that live match really sucked the era of everything for some reason.
I enjoyed Clash. I thought it was probably one of the shows of the year. Even with the singing at the end, which there are conflicting reports that it was a botch and not a botch from the production team. I have no clue. It felt like everything
it felt like a botch because the closing shot is clearly Roman walking out of the arena, and that's where you think cut. This is where we cut. Yeah. We put the thing up. This is where we cut. No, we carried on. I actually watched the live feed. I actually watched the show the other day, just to see what I missed, and just the ending really was didn't explain everything. It was just why have you decided to make this a thing?
He's just up. He's not selling anything. But there's also part of me that doesn't think it's a botch now, Manny. For the simple fact, if it was, they would have edited that shit out on Peacock already. They would have edited.
I think it's out there now already, so there's no point removing it now at this point, is there?
I'll remove it, and then the people who have the special Coliseum edition of the VHS tape has it, and then the people who have it on Peacock goes like, "What is this?" And
I think the only thing they'll edit out is that Benoit shirt, I haven't actually paid attention to that end bit to see if it's still there.
Oh, that's still there. That's gonna be there forever.
So I told you before we started I was giggling the whole way through for the last half an hour. Would you like to see what
I want to see what the giggling's about, Manny. I want to see what the giggling's about. I mean, you look like a little child, or a pig in slop, or a dog just causing mischief. What could be this video? Oh, exclusive footage.
So I got hold of some CCTV footage. As you can see, that person in the corner is Jenn.
That is Jenn. This looks like the NXT warehouse, to be honest.
To be fair,
I didn't know. I was like, "What is this footage, Manny? What kind of exclusive footage did you come to say?"
To be fair, I'm gonna have to put us here because what's happening there is very important. So, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
So look, Jen's got a walk of importance. She's about to destroy someone. Like she's gonna fire someone. She's gonna hurt somebody.
Yeah, look at that power walk. I feel like the walk was like it was one of those I'm gonna have a march and I'm having a good day. Very in the vein of a cartoon that's gonna happen. Ow! Oh no! Why? Why? Out of nowhere.
See, I told you I was working on something.
Yeah. Why? I don't know what happened there. It was a simple reach, and then no, it's in the dumpster. It reminded me of Paul Jericho took off the top of the cage. But it's just like
So yeah.
I like that the RKO graphic wasn't there originally, and then you had to like, let me show the RKO.
Well,
no.
I felt like it needed it because it was just like, how did she fall?
Well, is Jen okay, Manny, or is this footage? What?
I don't know. She sent me it yesterday, and I've been laughing since yesterday.
You don't even care if she's okay. You can't even watch. You're like, look at this.
Well, then what you don't see at the end of this is she just popped back up like it was nothing and laughed to herself. That's not funny. That's not funny.
It is funny when she does a kip up like Drew McIntyre. And she's like, come on, baby. Oh, what? Good times. Now I feel like we have a presence to put other fall videos on there. Although I like to admit that I've fallen at a job before, and I know people know it happened. I know it's probably camera footage of it, but no one's brought it up. Like there was one time I was this is a very young Marcus I was probably 18, 19, and I was at this game testing job, and I was trying to just get the hell out of work. I was done, and I ended up running down the stairs, and I ended up falling down the stairs. And I remember how loud the thud was. Like, because it was one of those like metal stairs. It was just duh. And I can imagine people going like, oh, he's falling down the stairs. And my main thing was, get up. Don't let them see you fall. Don't let them see you down. And so I got up and just continued to run down the stairs going, don't believe nobody saw that. But I can imagine everybody heard it. It was like, he's dead. He's dead.
I remember being in the lab once, and my job normally within my lab partnership was not do the experiment, obviously.
Yeah.
You go around and see what everyone else gets, like as a result, and then that's your result. You take a average of that result and go, everyone got about 70, between 60 and 70. We got 68. That was it. That's how I did my experiments. But in the process of doing that, I remember my lab part, I had broken the stool I was sitting on purpose beforehand. So like I kicked the bottom bit. Do you know when the stool, they've got the thing that keeps all the legs together?
Yeah.
I had kicked one of those out prior to coming back to my seat. When my lab partner's looking at me like, Manny, come here and sit down. I came back, I just sat. The chair collapsed.
What kind of lab partner is this? He's like, get here, sit down, quick.
I sit down, the chair just collapsed. I banged my head on the table behind me. I'm pretty sure I was awake. I was pretty sure I was awake, but they claim I was unconscious for about 5 minutes. But I was like, I'm pretty sure I was awake. I was fine. I just laid there trying to work out a situation of how do I get up from this and seem cool.
Man, you probably had a full out of body experience of just like, how do I get out of this? And you're like, I'm trying to think, what TV show is that? It's movie. It's Sherlock Holmes, where you're just figuring out, if I get up, do this and do this. Then I think it was a joke. Ta-da! And then all the time it's just like concuss Manny.
Yeah. Should we get on with the show?
Yeah. I mean, we're 14 minutes in. Why not? Let's start that. Let's actually talk about wrestling. But hope Jen's all right, and I hope she gets the help she needs. I don't know.
She may be mentally unstable after our breakdown of what happened. By the way, if you want us to react to when you fall over, please just email the show at thesharpshooters@gmail.com.
Yeah, and you know what, Manny? I wish we had the John Madden draw the telestrator. I guess that's all. You can just say, "This is Emmett here. This is Jen. This is everything's okay."
So Raw kicks off with Prince, or is it Eddie Murphy? No, it's Seth Rollins with the purple suit.
Eddie Murphy. If Eddie Murphy and Prince had a kid, and I guess that kid's white. I don't know how that happened. It will be this outfit. Because this outfit was, it was for Zebra to say, you know what? It's Fashion Week.
Yeah.
I'm coming out in purple because that's what it looked like. He skinned a zebra but turned him purple.
Yeah. He says he's living rent-free in Riddle's head because he wants a rematch and he's not interested. So he says, what's next? The fans chant rematch. He tells them to zip it. And it's been far too long that he's held some championship gold.
Yeah.
Riddle just comes out. He just says, bro, or something along those lines. And then they start fighting amongst the crowd while Seth's just trying to run away. But Riddle keeps catching him.
Yeah. So they run around the arena and, they have their pull apart. Security gets in the way of it, right? They never actually do anything. Riddle kind of just hangs out, right? In the ring.
Yeah. And then, no, it was Seth gets away and then the Judgment Day come out. And then.
Oh, yes.
And that becomes Riddle's problem where they try to offer him a spot because they go way back.
Way back, man. We homies. Hey, that's why I'm here, man. I'm not coming here as a foe. I'm not coming here as an enemy. Come as a friend, man. Come join us. We're doing cool shit. We're smoking weed too, clearly. Ben's a thug. Ben's banging on people. We're representing Grove Street from San Andreas. We got this purple going on. We're part of Saints Row. Come on, join us. Join me on the dark side.
Yeah, and then Riddle turns down the offer, says his problem is Seth. But then this leads to Riddle versus Balor. It's a good match. It was actually an enjoyable little opener.
Yeah, and for no reason it led to Riddle versus Balor because, it was like you either with us or you're against us. And I was like, but he didn't say no. He just said, hold on, right now, I need to kick Seth's ass.
Yeah,
that's all
now's not a good time. Now's not a good time.
It's not the time. It's not the time, okay? It's not the time.
You can't prompt me with a not now moment.
Oh, yeah,
I've got a drink in my mouth.
Not now. Okay, not now. But yeah, they have a good match, and Finn picks up the win after shenanigans.
Yeah, so Seth comes back to the ringside, distracts Riddle for Balor to pick up the win, and then Seth gives Riddle the stomp after the bell, telling him to move on. Move on.
Move on. I don't want it. I got a life now. Okay, I have a wife and kids. I don't want this anymore. I already beat you. It's a non-title. Why are we doing rematches in non-title matches? I've already beat you. Clean the middle of the ring.
Yeah, and then we move into the Dominik sit-down, where he was cutting a promo in very much the monotone delivery Ray does.
Yes, the I just turned heel promo.
Yeah.
Like this was the I turned heel starter kick. Black background, one spotlight, one camera, all on me. Damian Kemp should take notes. As simple as this, all you need to do.
Damian Kemp had high production.
Yeah, he had a full reality team schedule him to be like here. It was like I just like that Rhea was coaching him off camera. Tell him this.
Well, I feel like everything he said was like what we've been saying about Ray.
Yeah.
He became his own person. He's done taking the disrespect. Edge got exactly what he deserved. Ray's disappointed him, but that's too bad because this is his life, and Ray should take a look in the mirror. Ask himself why he never bothered to get to know him. Instead of teaching him, ask him what he wanted to do with his career. I don't want to be your shadow, Ray.
Yeah. Surrounded by you're a very tiny man who casts a very big shadow.
And then we got later on in the night Ray begging both Dom and then later on Edge not to go through with the match.
Also, I really wish when Rhea whispered in Dom's ear, it's like, call him a bitch, or say shit, call him a bitch. I'm above this, Rhea. This is TV4. This is PG-14. This is AEW. Call him a bitch.
And then we get Damage Control versus Raquel and Aaliyah. I feel like everything's gone back to normal. Everything has gone back to normal. The way it should
balance
be.
was brought back to the force. So I asked this question, Betty. Why did they win this title in the first place?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense, especially if
why
they
do we go
like
around this?
2 weeks later, unless the referee genuinely made a mistake during that match. Like
No.
it's been known to happen where like if you don't kick out, the ref in WWE, the ref is supposed to just count to 3.
Yeah, but Dakota would have kicked out.
But Dakota never kicked out. Look,
Yeah, I know, but she would have if it was a ref mistake or anything that they're counting, Dakota would have kicked out. Like, why would she pin me? No, they were with that belt, and then they realized, what can we do with the belt with Raquel and Aaliyah? Nothing.
But the match wasn't even. I didn't care about this match while Aaliyah was like in the match. Like when she was in the match for a very long time, it felt
getting her ass whooped, and that's what Aaliyah does. And it was just like, I don't want to see it. Aaliyah should never have a championship at her current state. Maybe when she turns 30 or something, but not right now.
And then we move into a banger of a match: Chad Gable versus Johnny Wrestling or Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, as I believe someone posted on the mid-card mess. Oh, they wrestling. That's what really ended up happening.
Do you know what? When I saw that comment this morning, I was like, what?
It makes sense.
No. But the whole, do you know when anyone says that kind of terminology? I was like, oh, they're fighting. Or it just seems really ridiculous. Like in your head, when you read it, it's like, why does this make sense but sound stupid at the same time?
Because it makes sense when you're wrestling, being like, oh, they're doing the serious shit. They're rolling around each other. They're trying to get pins. They do it for all types of holds and all that. And if they're fighting, Manny, it goes like, oh, this is an organized fight. They're arguing. Oh, they're fighting. They're swinging on each other. Oh, it's a real fight. So, yeah. So this was a really good match. It's I was more into the stuff that happened after with Theory attacks, or I guess that's what the thing with.
Theory attacked, but then he went on to say he called Gargano an overrated bottom feeding fish at the bottom of the food chain, which prompted Kevin Owens to come out, which he cut an incredible promo
for no reason.
I don't know what brought this on, because like I thought the intention was Gargano and Theory were going to feud. But now Kevin Owens is in the mix. Where are we going?
Well, I think Kevin Owens is only just a filler for next week, I guess. I don't know. I don't think, because they already had their match and he already beat him. He beat him. Yeah. Overall already. So I don't know. I think it's more about the Money in the Bank briefcase. Maybe it's going to go up into a ladder and they decide who actually is the real Money in the Bank holder, because Theory's gonna be like, it's unearned. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, do you think they're probably gonna take it off Theory? Maybe they think it's too much too soon.
I wouldn't take it off. I think it's Theory. He's the perfect guy. He's the type of guy I want with the Money in the Bank briefcase. The guy everybody hates. The guy that doesn't deserve to be champion. Weasel his way in and becomes champion. The complete opposite of what Liv Morgan did, which is people apparently cheered, and they shouldn't have got it. But I want Theory to do it. But Kevin Owens came in with pure fire. It was like, this is what I feel like it was channeled anger from whatever else is going on. And Kevin Owens like, you don't deserve this shit. You'd be a man. And he stand up for yourself. And stop being able to figure out what the fuck you gotta do. And all this. And it's like, oh, coming at me.
Well, so I thought it came off the back of Moxley's passionate promo of why he loves AEW and what the AEW championship represents to him. It felt very like similar in terms of like how Johnny and Kevin's careers are memorable because you've kind of gone through the struggle, and where he referenced, you're just a guy. Like, how many people have been anointed the guy and then just fizzled out?
Yeah. And you know what? This does fit the same vein. Maybe it is. Maybe Kevin was watching AEW, saw Mox promo to MJF, and was like, I got one of those in me, because it's the same thing. It is the exact same situation in which a guy who's entitled, I don't know if Theory's financially, and he's in better shape than MJF, but he is entitled and is being called the guy, and all this, and guys like Owens and Mox and whoever struggled to get here. You had to go through indies and barbed wire and death to get to where they're at today, and you're just taking it for granted. And you're just try to be good, all right? Just try to be good. Just try to survive. You're a dime a dozen. I'm one in a million. So
because the both promos actually came across like really passionate and like amazing each week. Like I think coming off what AEW, the nonsense that happened in AEW last week, you needed something like that from Mox or someone. Be like, we ain't a joke, people. Come on, man, we ain't a joke.
Yeah. So whose promo you got, Owens or Mox?
Well, I enjoyed Owens more because it's more storyline. I feel like there was more realness behind Mox's one. Because when he started off with like, I'm embarrassed, it's like, yeah, I'd be embarrassed too if I was working in AEW right now. Like, these guys have brought so much stink and negativity to your own product, which you're proud of.
The thing is, the ones that brought all the stink aren't the people who are actually busting their ass in AEW. It's not your FTRs. And say what you want about Mox. He's been working really hard. But you may not like his matches or all of them. It's too much blood or whatnot. But he's been working his ass off.
He goes out there. He goes out
Brian
and kills
Danielson.
himself every week for the people watching. So yeah, he actually tries really hard. Him, Danielson, FTR. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
And everything they've done on that weekend, all of those people have probably done over the weekend, forgotten about because of the press conference.
Yeah, all their hard work. Even the Acclaim and Swerve and Keith Lee go out there, have a good match. No one cares. Yeah. The Acclaim is going to get a rematch at the Grand Slam, and they're probably going to win, but no one cares. All people think about is Punk and the Bucks and Kenny and all that, and Ace still biting somebody.
You say that like it's commonplace that he does that.
Yeah.
Just go around biting people. That's what I do.
Yeah. So I'm going to say this: the AEW All Out is like this episode of the show where no one's going to remember the stuff we talk about wrestling. They're going to remember this is the episode where Jenn fell down. This is the opening minutes. We can talk about whatever we want. Was the episode where Jenn fell down for no reason. I have so many questions on why. Why are these boxes and the trash is there? What is she about to press?
It doesn't look like she's trying to press anything.
It just looks like she's going down.
And then so moving on, Kevin Owens apparently breaks Austin Theory's nose during this, and then like you can hear Kevin Owens say that broken nose is just the beginning, bitch.
Yeah. So when they decided to replay this just for time consumption, which Monday Night WWE doesn't better than anybody, is when how do we fill this 5 minutes? We show the same segment again. I see the moment where he breaks his nose. And it's when in their scrub, he throws a punch, he hits him, and there he goes, what the fuck? And they continue to go at it. But Theory with with the Mamba mask. I can't wait. It's gonna look like the Hurricane outfit.
And then Bianca Belair comes out, issues an open challenge for the Raw Women's title. Turns out Sonya Deville came from the SmackDown portal to continue her beef with Bianca Belair.
Yeah, I was not expecting her. I was expecting anybody else. I was like, oh, who's either returning or who we got? But yeah, it was really disappointing. Yeah.
I think the match was okay.
It was fine, but I didn't want Sonya. I never want Sonya. But I was happy it wasn't Carmella. That was probably number one. It's always Carmella. But I was really going like, I guess Sonya, fine. Triple H, you have me spoiled. I'm expecting a return.
Yeah, and then at the end of the match, Bayley comes out, states that Damage Control are just getting started because they are going to take control of the entire division. Bailey says she's going to give Bianca that match just when the time is right. Damage Control outnumber Bianca until Asuka and Alexa Bliss come make the save. What are they doing with Asuka? It's a waste of Asuka.
I have a notion. They are currently Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. And they're just making saves for the champ. They do nothing right now. I know Alexa Bliss put out there that she missed her Dark Alexa character. I miss it too. Yeah. It's a shame that she's just white girl selling merchandise. That's pretty much what she is.
But if anything, they should separate them to like put one on SmackDown because there's not the women's division on SmackDown is just as better.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't help anything getting Rhea and Raquel the titles either. That didn't add to the SmackDown locker room. The SmackDown locker room is basically just Ronda Rousey, Liv Morgan, and I guess Shayna.
Yeah, and Natty occasionally.
Yeah, sprinkling a little Natty in there. They really need Charlotte back.
Yeah, the women's division seems really weak, especially like Sasha working on other projects.
But she finished up. She's done with New York. She's done with her fashion show. So now she can bring her ass back to work. I think maybe the plan was to bring Sasha and Naomi back before this tournament ended. But then Sasha was like, nah, I have these fashion show obligations. You have what? Oh, all right. You can't come back then. So I guess we have to delay this title. So we're going to have them win. And then they lose. And then Ctrl gets it. And then stuff happens in there. Then now you can come back once you're done with your fashion show and stretching obligations are done.
What the fuck was that stretching? I don't even have the images for that, but what the hell was going on in that stretching?
I'm shocked that that's not a thumbnail randomly for no reason. What are we doing here?
I saw some of the stretches like, okay, that's stretching. But like, why was it just some random big black dude?
Yeah, he has him bent over, pulled back with the R's.
At one point, he's sitting on her neck.
Yeah. I'm like, that's it. You're out of here. Like, if we're out of here. You're being scammed. This guy has no idea what he's doing. You're not more flexible than you were. You're at the same level. This guy's just making money off of you.
And then something weird happened. As Omos is coming out, Raw suddenly had technical difficulties.
Yeah,
everyone's making a little bit more out of this than it is. People are trying to claim it's the Fiend or something else.
No, things just went wrong. Like if it was pretty technical difficulties, it would be a lot prettier than what we got was modulated voices, the audio only, and the raw fuck. We're having technical difficulties side that I didn't even know we had. Before that, it was Triple H yelling at a microphone. That was what the technical difficulties used to be. So I don't think it's anything more. I just think they had problems. There's a lot of weather issues in places and stuff. So it's had some fucked up. They fixed it easily. We got to finish the squash. We only missed Omos' entrance. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, it was a squash. I think this is leading to Omos versus Strowman. Yikes.
I want to petition. I know Veer went missing. I would like to team Omos and Veer and make them a monster tag team for no reason. Just have them do stuff.
You got the monster amongst monsters just sitting there. He wasn't even on Raw this week. What's going on?
He took the week. I think he's a SmackDown guy. He's a SmackDown guy. The monster among men is a SmackDown guy.
Then we get Seth Rollins at the back. He's asked about Riddle once again. States if you want to test the face of Monday Night Raw, you cannot miss, and Riddle misses every time. And then old Bobby Lashley with his reading glasses questions Seth about being the face of Monday Night Raw.
I was just reading in a corner, and I am the United States champion and the only singles champion on this show. How the fuck are you the face of Monday Night Raw? Bobby had me to pitch your big head off. That's kind of what happened here.
Yeah, she took a shot at MMA guys again, and he states that isn't the title he was talking about earlier in the night, but he'll gladly take it off his shoulders and then challenges him to a match next week, which I think is set in stone now.
Yeah. Well, I thought, before the show started, they had advertised this match, right?
No, they didn't.
I feel like I saw it somewhere. It was like Bobby versus Seth Rollins will be a match tonight, or something on one of these fucking sites. But I was like, oh, this is advertised, and I was expecting to see it, and then I was like, oh, they're setting it up here, and then we're gonna get to. Oh no, I guess not. It's next week. It's next week.
Yeah, and then we get Miz and Maurice, which seemed like a waste of a segment, to be honest. Miz doesn't feel comfortable leaving his house because Loomis is coming to get him.
I enjoy being in the house, and I wanted to see when Loomis was going to get in the house, but he's going to get them kids. He's going to get the kids. And you know what? We know those kids can act because the time the Fiend came into the Miz's house and scared the shit out of that little girl who put that doll in there or whatever. What was it? It was the Fiend, right? It wasn't
it was
Alexa,
the Fiend.
right?
It was the Fiend.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then they leave their kids behind. I'm assuming they had a sitter. We were never alerted to them having a sitter. Unless Dexter Loomis is the babysitter as he finds a way.
Or they replaced in the back seat, or I don't know, but he was like, security will let you guys off. Get off my property. Get off my property. I'm out of here.
And what was the point of Dexter Loomis? Because he drew and promoted Miz and Mrs.
Yeah.
A perfect promo to that show.
I really want this to be Mrs. Mrs. featuring Dexter Loomis. I want that episode of Mrs. Mrs. Just a dramatic episode. Why not? It is a reality show. It's on the ride every day. What?
Then we get the main event, Marcus, and this was awful.
What?
Dominik is trash.
Wait a minute. How dare you? I did not hate this main event.
Dominik looked tired all the way through this match. He attempted the three amigos. Logan Paul does them better than him.
Yeah, okay. You may win on that front, but I had no problem with the match. They were telling the story. They was beating his ass. Dominik had no chance, basically. Till the Rhea clipped him and the leg clipped him, and he started working on the leg. I enjoyed the match. I enjoyed the story they were telling. I enjoyed the end of the show. How dare you shit on what Dominik did? Yeah, it's not Gargano and Gable or Balor and Riddle or whatever the fuck those women were doing earlier. It's not Bianca and Sonya, but that tag match. It wasn't any of that. But yeah, it was there.
I'm gonna go as far as to say
match, a solid ending.
I'm gonna go as far as to say is B-Fab could probably have a better match with Edge than Dominik.
Get the fuck out of here. Manny, how dare you? How dare you? If one needs to say Electra Lopez could have a better match with Edge, not B-Fab.
They take
this match wasn't that bad. I don't know what. I didn't realize you were gonna hate this match. I thought it was all right.
No, Dominik needs to be given an injury angle and go back to NXT.
No, Dominik doesn't get injury angles. He gives injury angles. Okay.
No, he needs to be written off. He needs to be written off and then replaced with Santos and say nothing. Just call him Dominik and say nothing.
I thought Dominik was right in this whole episode. He was heavily on this episode. We had the Ray walk up, Dom. You're not gonna even look at me. You're not gonna even talk to me. Why couldn't you tell me this earlier? You didn't have to go to cut a shoot promo against Edge. Just tell me this earlier. Nah, fuck you. And then the chair beatings and all that. I enjoyed Dominik in this episode, but who knows? There's poor people out there watching this show. He's supposed to. He's learning to become a killer. It takes time. All right. He earned this star under his eye. All right. He's OG Bobby Johnson. OG Dominik Mysterio.
That's acne. That's not a star under his eye. That's acne.
Right now. But he's gonna have that. He's gonna have it next week because he killed Edge this week. He helped kill it. Although Balor jumping on Edge's leg, I was like, Balor's crazy. Balor, on the other hand, with his do-rag.
I was actually disappointed with the entire. I'm disappointed by the whole Sharpie Nation. I wanted to be woken up and be like, Prison Mike was on Raw this week. Prison Mike from The Office.
Why did he have that perfect purple do-rag? Like all of a sudden he decided to be Tupac. He's the only
Who
one
told him that was a good idea?
Yeah, who said tie this over your head and let's do it? Look like you're an old black woman who's about to go to bed, man. What? What am I doing? All right, Ben is all in on Judgment Day's purple colors and scarves and rags and all that. He is gangstering it up. And I expect to get a purple demon. I want a purple demon now. Purple demon with a do-rag on, with Judgment Day tatted on his chest.
So the only other thing in chat, which we didn't actually cover, Martin thinks UK may have a WrestleMania. I don't think that will ever happen.
Yeah, I don't think anybody in America is going to be comfortable about a 9 a.m. WrestleMania.
I don't think that will ever
happen. You may get a SummerSlam.
I think a SummerSlam's more likely. Maybe a Royal Rumble, but I don't see WrestleMania. It's too much of a cash cow in the stadiums in America. So, they made a lot of money at Clash. But I just don't see it happening.
Well, WrestleMania can make more money. Let's make money. We made a lot of money. We can make more money. We can make a lot of money.
What if they split the rosters into 3 and did WrestleMania from like different locations in the world?
No, not again. Not again. Not WrestleMania 2 all over again.
No. So like you have like the SmackDown side of it. You know how they do it over 2 nights?
Yeah.
Have the other night in another country. How cool would that be? They'd make tons of money.
WrestleMania night 1, UK. But that means half the talent won't be at the next WrestleMania the next night. And you're like, who am I stuck with? You mean Roman was in the UK show? Fuck out of here. I'm not watching this one. Now, I think they're going to keep it. They like the night 1, night 2 format in the same location because you don't know what you're getting on night 1 or night 2, and it forces you to buy both because you don't want to miss out on who is fighting where. And they don't tell you until the main show, like the day before the main event.
Yeah, but the other thing was we didn't know if that KO Steve Austin thing was actually going to happen until maybe 2 weeks or a week before WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And then, let alone did we know that was going to turn into a match. Let alone did we know that was going to turn into a little scuffle for 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, it was a nice little match. And you go like, oh, Austin taking bumps and everything. This is happening. This is happening. Surprises of WrestleMania this year. It was like, oh, Steve Austin had a real match out of retirement.
Yeah. I think that's about it. Unless you want to watch this again.
Yeah, roll the footage, man. Roll the footage. Boom! So here I am. Pause it right here.
I can't pause it.
Oh
wait, I can pause. Let me. I'll bring it up on the other thing.
I swear this is a wrestling warehouse, though. You got steel chairs ready to go.
Yeah, why is there so many steel chairs?
I don't know. Like footage of the actual incident AEW locker room.
See, look. There's nothing here. There is actually
there is that button.
No, see,
right
I thought she was reaching for this. But if I'm health and safety, Marcus, I can see so many health and safety violations straight away in this scenario.
So maybe the main target is the box. It's the box right there. She's gonna pick it up and take it away, and using the thing to push off. I don't know.
But like, see here, this is clearly a fire exit. You're not supposed to block fire exits.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah.
See, so I don't actually know what she was grabbing. Look, her hand is clearly not near this thing.
Yeah, but you're looking at that head, but it's Exhibit A down here. It's the box. Manny enjoys way too many people falling
Jen,
down.
I've been laughing at this for way too long. I still find it funny. I'm sorry. It's the face plant afterwards. There could have been glass in there.
Ow! Ow! So, but she does the right thing. Instant get up. Every time you fall down, just get up right away. Just get up right away. I can't believe you're rewinding it. Just get up right away. The faster you get up, the faster it didn't happen. And you can just shake it off. All right. By the way, that is the equivalent of watching Dominik Mysterio wrestle right there.
Yeah.
Like, that's a botch right there. Damn it.
So that was the entire show, to be honest.
Yeah, hopefully Jit's okay.
There was not much to this show this week. Raw was just kind of a show. It was just there.
Well,
they had fun things.
Against Monday. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was against the Emmys and Monday Night Football.
I expect to read lowest rated Raw in 6 years. The Triple H momentum era is done. It's the Emmys and Monday Night Football. That's a mean competition. Does it mean that the people will tune in? But I don't know. I got Raw doing. They're not doing their 2 million. That's what they've been,
Yeah, and there was a storyline going into this Monday Night Football. There was Russell Wilson's first game back since being traded to the Broncos.
Yeah, and it's the first game of the season of Monday Night Football too. It was a lot stacked against it. And
let's not forget, going alongside that, you could watch the game, or you could watch the Mannings talk about the game, which is always more exciting.
Because it goes, Eli, you dumbass. That's not how you play football. Oh, well, I wouldn't do it there, Peyton. That's why you fail. But so expect nothing from this Raw against the competition they had. But I thought it was a solid show. I thought it was put together. They continue storylines. We're on our way to the road of Extreme Rules, but I think there's no match set up. I think it's in October or something. We have no idea we're getting. I think Rollins and Riddle are leading to a cage. They did announce the NXT matches. The tag match, the opening match of the show will be a cage match with the Creeds versus Pretty Deadly in a cage.
I voted for that. I voted for that one.
You voted for the cage? What are the other options?
I think a no DQ match and then a street fight, I think.
No, those are the same ones. So they only gave you one option. Thing.
Yeah.
They should have Braun Payne matches as an option.
Yeah. Superstar of the Year. I wasted my vote. Went for Nikita Lyons for no reason.
Oh, no, you fool. She's going to win. She's going to win.
No, she ain't.
She's going to win.
Nah, they'll give it to Mandy.
No, it's a legit vote. She's going to win.
I don't think she is.
I have Nikita Lyons winning by a landslide.
What else was there?
But my vote went to Carmelo.
And then what was the other thing you could vote on? Was it Melo's opponent? No, it wasn't Melo's opponent. Was it? It was Melo's opponent. There was 3 options. Opponent. Yeah, there was 3 options. It was I think it may have been Ricochet again. It was the other guy that no one likes.
Von Wagner?
Von Wagner, which I think he won. I think he won the poll. And I was just like, who voted for this, man?
Someone that really wants to see Melo lose that title. It's not happening.
If he loses that title to that guy, I don't think it's worth watching. You've gone from the A champion to the F champion. Failure.
But that's the end tomorrow for ETE, where I don't know what we're going to cover, but it's kind of everything. We will probably. I think one of the things we should cover the 1 year of NXT 2.0 has been the controversy of that. Huh? Yeah, that's what this is about. That's why they voted. It's the 1 year anniversary. Eddie had no clue what he's voting for. Why Taboo Tuesday is happening? He just happy Taboo Tuesday is back.
Yeah, because but I found out it's 1 year since Big E was WWF champion. WWF champion.
So much has changed in that 1 year.
Yeah,
So
think
much.
about that. And so I was like, I didn't think 2.0 would have just happened like that after like 1 year. I was like, did that happen at the same time? It just didn't feel like it.
It did, apparently. Apparently it did. Strange time 1 year ago.
Yeah.
Black and gold, Big E became champion. Damn.
I got a discussion topic you might want to go on there.
Okay.
It's also
Interested.
close to be 1 year. I think it's 1 year and maybe 1 year for both of them now. 1 year of Punk and Danielson in AEW. Maybe you can talk about that.
Could, but I don't want to talk about CM Punk.
You can talk about Danielson.
What I'm going to talk about? He was injured. He had a good start, and then he's done nothing since.
Yeah, but I feel like that's both of them, really. Very, very stop-start with them.
Also, the 1 year of Adam Cole as well, and Ruby Soho.
Ruby Soho.
We're just gonna end up talking about All Out, and it's just gonna be a bitching fest, and I don't think I want to go that route.
The best of is nearly done. I just need to make it. Need to make it coherent. I've cut all the bits. It just needs to become coherent.
Betty, the one thing about this show that you need to understand, it's never coherent. Never. It's never.
But I need to make it coherent because otherwise I could just leave it how I do the best of. Is I just take each show week by week and just cut the funny things that happen in it. That's never really us talking about wrestling. It's us talking about shit, penises.
Yeah. Yeah, we have deep discussions on this show. They're never on the best of. Never.
They're not supposed to be on the best of.
Good quality reviews could be on the best of and discussions. Nope. Penis jokes, and cocaine, and people falling down. All on the best of show. But
well, I tell you what. Levi, you cussing out Levi on Saturday is going on September's best of.
It wasn't a curse out. It was an explanation. It was just I don't even know. That was my Kevin Owens moment for no reason.
But yeah,
that was the show where I woke up on the show. Woke up in the middle of the show.
That's a show in itself, really. That shouldn't even be on the best of. That's just a show in itself. Just watch the Saturday show for the nonsense that went on the Saturday show at the beginning.
Yeah. In the beginning, me waking up in the middle of the show to you guys stalling for time.
Well, to be honest, I told Eric was like, should we call him? And we had like 15 minutes beforehand. She's like, should we call him? He's not here. No, just wake him up on the show. It'd be more funnier.
I like my immediate reaction is, I'm awake. Clearly not.
Yeah. So make sure you tune into the rest of the shows this week. We've got ETE tomorrow, our show on Thursday. Roy's Retro with Marcus filling in for Ross, and then back on Saturday for some good old boys just chatting shit.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened Saturday. Nonsense galore. Although I don't even know if there's a show Saturday. It is Shantae's birthday. Maybe Eric's taking it off. Who knows?
We don't communicate properly on the.
No. We'll find out Friday.
Yeah, we'll get some answers by Thursday, but not many people actually watch the Saturday show anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So we'll be back. How do we end the show again?
Waka waka!
Game. Blouses.